What up, good people? It's Real Vision TV, and we are back. Before we get started, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification bell on. So, let's get it. So, we got another one, right? We got another one. Good old Marcellus Wiley. Yeah, Marcellus Wiley, the ex-ESPN analyst and also former NFL star. Apparently, or allegedly, he was accused of R-wording a fellow Columbia student back in 1994. So, we all seen it, starting with P. Diddy and others. Seems like everybody's following their suits before the deadline for statute of limitations in New York. So, let's read into this a little bit. So, Marcellus Wiley, he was an NFL defensive player. He was defensive end. And allegedly, back 29 years ago, he did something awful at Columbia University to another student. Now, the victim, who was a sociologist with a focus on race and culture, filed a lawsuit in New York Supreme Court accusing Wiley of attacking her in 1994. When he was a sophomore and he was a star running back for the Columbia Lions. Now, Wiley allegedly forced himself on her in their freshman dorm room, relentlessly ignoring her verbal objections and robbing her of her virginity. Wow, that's strong right there. Not only did he force himself, but he's robbing a girl of her virginity. And this attack will later drive this victim to attempt suicide. So, talk about mental illness and the suffering of victims. This victim basically attempted suicide. Now, Wiley's actions allegedly were intentionally designed to cause the plaintiff severe emotional distress and or were taken with reckless disregard of the significant and the substantial probability of causing the plaintiff, which is the victim, severe emotional distress, the lawsuit states. Now, currently she's an Ivy League professor. At that time, she claimed her and Wiley were friends. When he invited himself to her living quarters, telling her he wanted to listen to music and have a bite to eat. So I guess that was his way of getting in. He wanted to have a bite to eat. Listen to some music. Right? Now, the victim here, or the plaintiff, claims that she set clear boundaries, telling him that obviously she never had sex before and was not interested in having sex with him. He allegedly responds back saying this: "Ain't nobody trying to have sex with no virgin. Don't worry, I got you. Just coming to hang out while we eat. I don't even have condoms on me." He's chuckling, laughing while he's saying that, knowing for damn well what he has up his sleeve. Now, shortly after that, the victim allegedly says that Wiley almost immediately ripped off her clothes and forced her face down onto the mattress. Now, I don't know if you guys seen Wiley's wife, his current wife. She looks like a dude. She looks like a dude. And we'll put that up on the screen here for you guys to see. She looks like a dude. Maybe he likes it rough himself. Now, back to the victim. The victim said she could barely breathe and feared for her life as Wiley R-worded her multiple times. So it wasn't just once, it was multiple times. She managed to escape and scrambled to get her clothes, nearly contemplating fleeing the room naked, but was verbally threatened and physically yanked back into the bed by Wiley for another round of you-know-what, according to the lawsuit. Now, what's sad is that she confided in him. Well, she confided in a friend over the attack And then the victim reported the incident to a series of Columbia University administrators, all of which accused of displaying fondness for Wiley and dismissing the alleged actions that Wiley committed. So because he was a football star, when this girl or this victim tried to let people know about his behavior, they basically dismissed it because he was a football player and had and they wanted to preserve the budding football star's college eligibility as he was approaching the NFL draft, his future NFL draft. Now, the people that was complicit in not listening to this girl, not only should they be fired if they still have a job, I doubt it because it was 29 years ago, but they should also be mentioned in the lawsuit as well. They should also reap consequences for just turning a blind eye on an incident such as brutal as this one, right? Now, one of the administrators allegedly showed the victim victim's statement. Now, talk about betrayal here. The administrator of the school showed the statement that the victim told them to Wiley to basically let him know like what was going on, like giving him a heads up. Now, the dean at that time passed away in 2011. And she accused the victim of misinterpreting the terrifying encounter because she was born in the African island county of Cabo Verde. Now this was the dean of the school that dismissed it and said that she misunderstood Wiley's actions. You guys think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. So you got administrators in the school, the dean of the school, protecting an alleged criminal. So rather than being expelled, Wiley was placed on academic probation in order to complete the spring 1995 semester from his home in Los Angeles. He was then permitted to return to complete his academic and sports career, eventually becoming the Detroit Lions captain and leading the team to one of its best seasons in decades. And guess what? Nobody cares because we don't care about your accolades. We don't care about you as a celebrity. If you're a dirtbag, you're a dirtbag. Bottom line. That's the problem. Too many people glorifying these celebrities. These people are clowns. Now, the victim's friend was the one who encouraged her to report the let's just say the wrongful actions. And that person received a series of harassing phone calls in the months after the minimal punishment was handed down. The following spring, while on mandatory leave, the plaintiff attempted suicide. Now, the plaintiff is the victim for people who are lost, admitted to a locked hospital ward for 2 weeks before being released, according to court documents. When Wiley eventually returned to the Manhattan campus, the victim was forced to share multiple classes with her alleged attacker. Now imagine that. You got to look your attacker in the face while you're in school and you're trying to focus on getting your education. You're trying to get your education and they placed the victim back in a classroom having to face the perpetrator while she's trying to get her education. Now, she became active in Columbia's chapter of Take Back the Night, an organization aimed at ending sexual, relationship, and domestic violence, where she met with other women who shared horrific stories of the R word at Wiley's hands, both before and after her own assault. So it looks like Wiley has other victims, and it's only a matter of time before they come forward as well. One woman claimed she reported her assault to the school's athletic director, who allegedly decided to keep the accusations under wraps until Wiley played in a game against rival Princeton. Could you believe that? The school is protecting this coward so that he could play in a game versus a rival school. Can't make this up, folks. And it's pathetic. After that, he went on to, he got drafted into the NFL. He was drafted. He went to the Buffalo Bills, being selected in the second round of the 1997 draft. He played for 10 seasons in the NFL, went on to have a fantastic career, while a victim still has to live the memories of the torture that he put her through. Now, we're just going to leave it at there, and we're going to continue to follow this story with good old Marcellus Wiley, because if you guys followed him on ESPN, he's always running his mouth, right? He's running his mouth. He got a comment to say about everybody else, and meanwhile, he's out here R-wording people, and his wife looks like a dude. His wife looks like a dude. Now, again, Wiley, you're going to have your day in court, but allegedly, this is what you did. And you know how we feel here at Real Vision TV. Anybody doing this to females is a coward. And you shouldn't have any other analyst job. Go stick to your YouTube podcast that you're doing, and YouTube should kick you off their platform. Straight up. If y'all guys are feeling this video, if you guys found this video informative, if you guys didn't even know that this was going on with Marcellus Wiley, and this helped inform you today, give us a like on this video. Give us a thumbs up on this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn that notification bell on, because we got a good feeling we're going to be dropping some more videos similar to this type of stuff over the next few weeks, because everybody apparently is seen to be getting accused of the R word. And I think we're going to roll into possibly Jamie Foxx. We heard about Jamie Foxx with this. But until then, thanks for watching, supporting the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.